India. According to the Airports Authority of India, AAI, more than 85% of the building work for the Tiruchirappalli Airport extension has already been finished. In order to accommodate the increasing passenger traffic at the entrance to Tamil Nadu in southern India, the $117 million project entails the construction of a new passenger terminal, as well as a new apron, an air traffic control tower, and an improvement of airside amenities. The 75,000 square meter terminal building will have a majestic roof and has been meant to be an iconic edifice, according to AAI. The terminal will include 48 check-in desks and 10 passenger boarding bridges, with a capacity to handle 2,900 people during busiest travel periods. Integral to the design are elements that save energy. The architecture, interior decor, and furniture will be a reflection of the local art and architecture to create a sense of place. An isolation bay is also being built alongside the new apron, air traffic control tower, and taxiways to give the airport a multi-apron ramp system suited for 5 wide-body or 10 narrow-body aircraft. Thailand. Phuket. An engine malfunction prevented an Azur Air Boeing 767-300ER from attempting to take off for flight ZF2908 from Phuket to Moscow Nukhowal on February the 5th. Before flames can be seen from the window, one of the two GE CF6 engines can be heard producing a loud noise, signaling a major breakdown within the power plant. Thankfully, the plane was able to slow down and safely taxi off the runway because it had not yet reached V1 speed, the point of no return. The right engine malfunctioned during the roll, causing a fire that startled passengers inside. Thankfully, the crew reacted promptly, and the aircraft, which was carrying 309 passengers and 12 crew members, safely returned back at the terminal. According to Aviation-n-Tourism, travelers were provided with lodging and meals the night before a rescheduled trip the next day. It's interesting to note that the rescheduled flight used the same RA73034 registered aircraft. On February 6 at 12:26 p.m. local time, the Boeing departed Phuket Airport. This happened less than a day after the occurrence, the specifics of which are still unknown. It is astonishing how rapidly a plane was fixed and put back into operation. Multiple inspections must be done following such an incident, even if it is uncertain how much the engine was damaged. However, Azur Air has given the plane the go-ahead to fly, and it is now doing so without a hitch. Notably, reports also claim that during the takeoff event, the tires on the landing gear also ruptured, necessitating their replacement. There were 3 tires damaged in total as a result of the jet's abrupt descent and maybe the engine fire. Due to the sanctions that Western nations have placed on Russia as a result of its invasion of Ukraine, incidents involving Russian aircraft have been in the headlines throughout the past year. According to Planespotters.net, RA73034 was in fact owned by AirCap before being forcefully re-registered by the government to avoid seizure by foreign countries and continue operations. The 767 will no longer receive maintenance assistance from international providers as a result of this action, putting it in danger of major mishaps. Although it's not obvious if this incident had anything to do with maintenance problems, these are likely to arise when airlines lose access to a global parts supply and support network. Nepal. The Civil Aviation Authority of Nepal has made the decision to put new rules into effect in order to increase aviation safety and promote the industry in a trustworthy, moral, and profitable way. The regulator has made the decision to repeal the current requirements relating to augmented flying duration limitations, lower flight limitation time in short takeoff and landing (STOL) airports, and limit above ground level (AGL) distance for aircraft when on stabilized approach. The current approach mechanism for domestic air operators was scrutinized with stakeholders, according to Gyanendra Bull, information officer for CAAN, and decisions have been made to impose new laws with immediate effect. After reaching 500 feet above ground level during Visual Flight Rules, VFR, operations in rural airports and 1,000 feet AGL for aircraft conducting VFR operations in other airports, the authority has decided to require stabilized approach for all aircraft in Nepal. In airports with IFR systems, all aircraft, aside from STOL aircraft, are required to use only IFR approaches, even during daylight hours, according to Bull. He added that once an aircraft has descended to its designated level of altitude, it is not permitted to request a change of runway, turn around, roll, or pitch up or down. The authority has decided to enforce standards and recommended practices recognized by the International Civil Aviation Organization and further tighten some of them in the interest of flight safety following the crash of Yeti Airlines 9N ANC in Pokhara with 72 people on board on January 15. We have decided to reduce operation hours for an aircraft to 8 hours and 8 landings a day, he said. Thanks for watching this first edition aviation news. Other areas of the world will follow quite regular. Please like it, subscribe and ring the bell if you don't want to miss future aviation news editions. Thanks in advance.